Okay, so this is the Redmi K40, the same device as the POCO F3 inside out. Xiaomi decided to slap a logo on this and sell it as a new device, but it's the same device, specs for specs, looks for looks, and I'm definitely not mad at that. At $350, this is one of the best mid-range phones that is going to make you question the need for a $900 or $1,000 phone in this modern time. In this video, we're going to talk about all the good things about this device and also the bad things about this device. Let's get to the video. Now to the design and the build. One of my favorite features of this device is the looks. My version has got a white back, which I think kind of looks really clean and does an amazing job at hiding fingerprints. Mind you, this is glass with a kind of dull feel, so all the fingerprints are kind of minimal on this device. Also, this comes in the black and silver if you ever wondered. The camera design also looks clean if you ask me. The three cameras have been arranged in a much more cleaner design and looks really nice. For the design, I feel this is absolutely beautiful. The fact that they were able to use glass back for this when even the much more expensive S21 comes in the plastic back makes you realize how amazing this is, and if manufacturers want to produce a much more premium device, they absolutely can. The fact that this comes in a glass doesn't mean it comes with wireless charging though. I can't be greedy and want everything in this budget device, so this one in particular doesn't come with wireless charging. On the bottom part of this phone, you can find a USB-C port for charging, a dual SIM card tray, no micro SD support here, sadly no headphone jack too. We also get a speaker grill, which really isn't the greatest sounding, but the fact that this comes with a stereo speaker setup that's basically sound from the top and bottom is really appreciated. Gets loud, maybe on the tiny bit end, no bass, but the stereo speaker is always appreciated. On the right side, you can find the power button, which also doubles as a fingerprint sensor. A very fast one and accurate one if I have to mention. Check it out. Right on top of the power button is the volume rocker. Now to the display. The front of this phone is where you might probably realize this is a budget device. There are some bezels noticeable, but not a bad thing if you ask me. This is a Super AMOLED 120Hz 6.6-inch display capable of outputting 1080p resolution and getting pretty bright at 1300 nits. And guess what? Also comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. Wow, that is just stellar. The colors are vivid and punchy, good viewing angles, AMOLED never disappoints. Just check these two devices and right away you can tell the AMOLED on the K40 Pro produces better colors, richer blacks compared to the IPS on the Camon 16. Also, check out the selfie camera up top. This is really small, I almost forgot it was even there. Definitely one of the good aspects of this display. Doesn't get in the way at all. The display in general is one of the solid features of the K40. If you ask me, at this price you can't complain. It gets really bright, produces stunning colors, and not forgetting the 120Hz technology here, making all animations run smoothly and so pleasing to the eyes. You can definitely see the 120Hz is way smoother than the 90Hz on the Camon 16. Now let's talk about another great feature of this device, performance. This device comes with a Snapdragon 870 5G. This is a 7nm chipset. It comes with Android 11 and MIUI 12 installed. This is the fully spec version that comes with 12GB RAM and 256GB of storage. And if you look at the chart, you can see the 870 is slightly behind the Snapdragon 888 found on the S21 series, which is kind of awesome. This absolutely has no performance related issues. Awesome performance, gameplay is smooth, graphics are good. Awesome touch response too. The phone flies through almost everything. The 120Hz makes everything really smooth. Especially gaming, there hasn't been a time where this felt slow in any case scenario. Any problems I have had was due to the MIUI, probably because this was actually the Chinese version and not the global version. Getting a third-party launcher on here wasn't really an easy thing to do. But I was successful in installing the launcher, but I still don't get access to using gestures even though it allows it on the native launcher and the POCO launcher as well. Because I'm used to using navigation and don't really like using the buttons on the bottom of the screen. So that's my fault. Better get the global version and don't get the Chinese version if you decide to purchase this device. Okay, so at this point, if you enjoyed the video, kindly consider hitting the subscribe button and joining the team so you get notified the next time I upload a video. Okay, so now for the cameras. The cameras might be one of the soft spots of this device as they didn't quite impress me. That being said, these are no means terrible cameras. For the main sensor, we have a 48 megapixel, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel macro lens. Pictures tend to be more on the warmer side, a little bit too warm for my liking, but fairly sharp, not too processed or over sharpened like most Huawei devices I have tried in the past. Still has good dynamic range. Colors seem to switch sometimes when you change the lenses on this device, especially when you switch to the wide angle lens, which kind of makes the pictures look like they were taken in two different locations. Portraits weren't really impressive. Take a look at this picture. The phone can't even separate the subject from the background so well. Works sometimes, but not all the time. For videos, this seems to be one of my favorite features, probably because of how stable the footage is. This is able to shoot 4K at 30 FPS and 1080 at 30 and 60 with gyro EIS, which I think looks really cool. But for the quality, this is going to leave more to be desired. The quality is just okay. This is a sample video on the 20 megapixel f2.5 wide angle camera lens. So what do you think about this? This is what you expect when you decide to take a video on it. From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look bad. It seems okay. Let me know what you think about the skin tones and also how I sound from the microphone inside the comment section. Let's get interactive. Let's go. For the batteries on here, this comes to 4520 mAh battery. I'm normally getting about 45 hours of screen on time, but I must mention some days on heavy usage, I was able to drain this device in less than 3 hours. That was probably because of my own usage. Luckily, this comes with a 33 watts fast charger in the box, so you can fully charge this in about an hour or so. Now to my favorite part, where I talk about my likes and dislikes of this device. One will be the display. A Super AMOLED display at 1080p is pretty good. It makes viewing, watching content on the go a really nice experience. Two will be the side-mounted fingerprint sensor. This is one of the fastest I have tried. And three obviously will be the performance on this device. Playing games, going into and out of apps, switching between applications, day-to-day case use scenario is smooth. The 120Hz together with amazing performance give this a really premium feel and I really like it. 4 will actually be the design of this device. I like the fact that they use a glass at the back. It gives this premium feel even though this is a budget device. So now let's talk about my dislikes. One will probably be the fact that I got a Chinese version and the MIUI also comes with a lot of bloatware, so it didn't really make it the easiest user experience out there. Two would probably be the cameras. I wasn't so impressed about the cameras, but all in all, this seems okay. If you want flagship level performance, you go for flagship devices, but this is just okay. So this brings us to the end of today's review. If you have any questions at all, leave it in the comment section as I'm always hanging out with you. Thank you for spending time with me. If you're new to the channel, of course, hit the subscribe button and join the team, and I'll see you in the next upload. Peace, I'm out.